Welcome back to World Crisis Radio. Webster, Tarpley here in Washington, D.C. Now, we want to go to Athens and to catch up with Michael Chiotinis concerning the continuing struggle, even though the attention of the world media has to some extent moved away. The really important phases of the Greek contention are still, I believe, in the future. So, Michael, can you give us a rundown on forces that are actually preparing in some way for the possible alternative in case the Eurogarchs go all the way and kick Greece out of the euro, which is not desirable, but that's beyond our control. Do we have people in Athens who are getting ready for life after the euro, and what indications do you have?
Yes, first of all, we should say that the deal is not yet struck. We shouldn't, maybe the media attention has gone away from this issue, but the deal is not yet secured. Tsipras is trying to secure the deal. It's it's expected to be secured sometime in the next 2 weeks or so. The Troika are demanding more and more, and maybe up to the point to which the government can handle it. We don't know. We have absolutely no, because once you start making concessions, you make concession after concession. And really the worrying thing is that the only opposition to this inside the country, is actually inside the SYRIZA party. The left platform of SYRIZA, the left-wing opposition inside SYRIZA that wants to see a Greek exit from the euro, has declared quite clearly that they will vote no to this deal whenever it comes. They actually have voted down even the prior actions, any law that was supposed to be a prior action, a prerequisite to start negotiations. And the thing is, it's not about economics. Of course, they think that Greece realistically has no future in the Eurozone. Many of us are starting to think this. Their analysis, we have to take very seriously into consideration this analysis and the possibility that they are right. But there's another thing here. That's what I find most important. And it's the political problem. And there is the big danger, because the 62% of the people that voted no in the referendum are politically orphan. We can say they lack representation, and that's 85% of young people. We should say the most educated portion of the population. These are people between 18 and 24 years of age, and they are highly educated. They have traveled in Erasmus programs, student exchange programs, and they voted, 85% of them voted no in the referendum. Now, they lack representation, and we have absolutely no idea where this can lead. It can lead to something ugly. We have no idea. But the thing is that an opposition is taking shape, and it is the left platform of SYRIZA. It's probably going to form an independent and a party of their own. They're going to form a party of their own. Tsipras, anyway, is preparing elections, or he's threatening with elections, and he's not going to put them in the ballot, because they voted no. And these are not. We shouldn't think that these people don't know what they're saying. These are people highly skilled, university professors. They have plans. Of course, these plans are in a stage not absolutely ready, because you need to have power to have an absolute plan point by point. But they do have programmatic points and a roadmap for an exit from the Eurozone. And I think that the leader of the left platform, Panagiotis Lafazanis, who has been the energy minister under Tsipras, he was fired, of course, because he voted no in the laws passed these days. he has done some very important trips in Iran and Russia. And
now tell us more about this, Michael, because now it's getting interesting. We do not criticize these people for voting no. We criticize them for not being ready, right? We had Varoufakis in that conference call from last week. He said, I could never get from the 5 people that I was working with to the 1,000 people that I would need to prepare to actually carry out the exit from the euro. So the big problem is, what were you doing for 6 months? You knew this was coming. Why weren't you ready? And then, at that point, you really haven't prepared an alternative. So how can you vote no and go through this big song and dance if you haven't prepared the alternative? Now, you talked about Lafazanis going abroad. Please tell us in detail.
This is my view. This is my opinion. This is my estimation.
But you said that he went to Iran, right?
Went to Iran.
Where else? Any place else?
Iran is the most important because that's a country that used to supply Greece with oil, and after the sanctions, this stopped, and Greece was not really interested in sanctioning, Iran. And they are ready. I think that he has deals ready for state by state,
this would, in our program, right, in the Tax Wall Street Party program for Greece, right, our plan B, the real plan B, I say. Yeah. The barter deals are an integral part. So you're saying that Lafazanis is essentially fulfilling the barter deal and, energy and related stuff.
I am sure of it. Also, Russia is ready to give. They have announced that they are ready to give help in the form of energy.
You're referring to the old thing from Siluanov of months ago now, right? Or something new?
No. These old things.
The old one.
The old one. But these things are there. Iran is ready to give us the help, the barter deal.
We're all for it. We're delighted. We can't get enough of it. Because this is serious preparation now. This is not just ultra lefts popping off, right? It's serious.
The real problem is political now. And I mean, it's a problem of political, of power relations and political relations. And that's a very difficult equation to be solved, We have to see how much of the population will go for this, for this new party if it comes.
If you have SYRIZA splitting into 2 parts, right? These 2 parts, they might get more support than the original SYRIZA, or they might get less. But if they got more, they could form a coalition government.
Yes, I think they will get more. I think they will get more because Tsipras himself is all powerful right now politically in Greece. He will get alone. He will get something near his the power that he won in the previous elections. Politicians don't lose their power so quickly. They need to govern for a year or two to go down. Tsipras is all powerful right now politically, but I think that there's a good portion of Greeks who want to see an exit from the euro. They don't see any other hope anywhere else,
Certainly, and quite independent of that, Schäuble and company seem to want this, so they may simply push, and then Greece will be confronted with this situation, and that is why we're arguing it is so imperative to be ready, and not ready with left-wing rhetoric, but ready with the barter deals, ready with the payment systems, ready with the printed drachmas, right? The entire thing, right? And Iran, I'm sure they have, engraving and printing in Iran, right? So maybe he talked about that too.
Absolutely.
All right, wonderful. All right, so there's a glimmer of hope, right? If somebody goes to Iran and sets up oil barters, that's a step forward. Thank you, Michael. We'll see you next week.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.